Hello, it's Nick Holmes from the Fall of the Roman Empire podcast. Apologies for the long radio silence. I've been busy with other projects, but now I want to update you on the next and final season in this podcast, which I'm super excited about because it'll cover what I regard as one of the most fascinating parts of the story of the fall of the Roman Empire. That is, what happened after the fall. Now, we all know that this time was called the Dark Ages, although there's a huge amount of debate among historians about just how dark it was. Some see it as a total collapse of civilisation, which wasn't reversed for hundreds of years, while others think it was a time when new ideas and cultures came into being, which formed the melting pot for the later development of Europe and the Islamic world. I think there's truth in both of these views, but it does depend where you were at the time. For example, if you were in Britain, then it was a truly dark time when civilization returned to prehistoric levels with a complete loss, it seems, of pretty much every civilized skill, from pottery to house building to literacy. But if you were in Syria or Egypt, then you were part of the Islamic Empire, which would go through its golden age over the next 300 years, with Baghdad, for example, becoming the largest and wealthiest city on the planet with over 1 million people. And what I want to do in this season of podcasts is to show the big picture of what was happening, because I think historians sometimes lose sight of this. The problem arises because we're not just dealing with the Roman Empire anymore, but really with three major successor states to Rome. First, the Arab Empire, second, the Byzantine Empire, and third, as we'll soon discover, the rise of another great empire, the Frankish Empire. And the big picture in the years from AD 600 to around 900 was really a battle for control of Western Eurasia between these three, although a better description, at least in the 7th and 8th centuries, would be a battle for survival against Islam. Now, you'll remember in the last few episodes, we heard about the remarkable survival of Byzantium as a successor state to the Roman Empire in the East. And in episode 113, we heard how the Byzantine Emperor Leo III halted the advance of a huge Arab army at the gates of Constantinople over the harsh winter of 717 to 718. This was a turning point in world history, a bit like the German defeat at Stalingrad in World War II. And next, I want to turn west and describe how the Arabs advanced into Spain and France. And we'll pick up our story with the Arab invasion of Spain, where the sudden and unexpected collapse of the Visigoths remains one of the great mysteries of history. And we'll be looking for the possible answers to explain this enigma. And throughout this season, I want to keep coming back to the question, who was the true successor to the Roman Empire? Was it the Byzantines, as they claimed, or was it the Franks, as they would also later claim when their king Charlemagne was crowned emperor in AD 800? Or most controversially of all, was it even the Arabs? So join me with the first episode in this new season in 2 weeks' time on Saturday, the 20th of July. Thanks for listening and see you soon.